Hi, I'm Joy and this is my channel Yoga with Joy. Welcome. So yeah, this is a gentle Hatha yoga practice for you. I try and do minimal cues. I'm not very good at that. But yeah, where possible I'm just it's a bit shanty, it's a bit, a bit slow, but it's lovely and I really hope you enjoy it. We have, I don't really use props, although a blanket for shavasana is good, and that's the relaxation at the end. And also we sit on the blanket. I sit on the blanket for when I'm in seated, but you could also use a block if you have one. And you could use a strap for leg cradle when you draw the legs in at the end in recline pigeon, but yeah, you may or may not need that. So just work with it and hope you enjoy it, and I'd love to hear in the comments how you found this practice. So lots of love and see you in a moment.
Oh, radiant sun, pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see, illuminate my heart, awaken me.
So we'll start in a comfortable seated position. I'm going to sit on a blanket. You might wish to sit on a block or anything like that. Just rest here for a moment in this seated posture. Feeling your body relax into being here on the mat, taking this time to rest, relax, breathe, strengthen, get the body moving. And notice as you breathe in, it's a natural adjustment where your heart begins to rest over your hip bones, and your head gently rests over your heart area. As you exhale, the softening of your brow, your face, all around your cheeks and your jaw, your shoulders, back of the neck. And to begin together today, let's chant the Om vibration 3 times. Breathing in. And then gently open your eyes. Fantastic, good. We'll start by looking out over the left shoulder, exhale. Inhale forward and exhale over the right. Inhale forward and a couple more times either side. Easing out your neck. Lovely. And wonderful. And then let's lift up the shoulders and rotate them forward. backwards. Nice and relaxed. Wonderful. That's good, great. Okay, so we'll start moving in Brahmanaka, so inhaling forwards and exhaling back as you go round in a circle. So you could imagine a circle being drawn on the ceiling above you as you're going round in a circle. Nice, good. Keeping the heart in alignment with the pelvis and the head in alignment with the heart. And then once you're forward again, moving in the other direction. Great, lovely. And then start to bring the movements smaller and smaller until you're circling in, spiraling in until you're resting in the upright position again, in alignment, hips, heart, head. Then we're going to move into seated cat. So you're inhaling forward and exhaling back, rounding your back. Inhale and exhale. Gently and in your own time, so this can be as slow as you need to go. Wonderful. And then bringing yourself back to center. Fantastic. I'm going to come into a seated twist. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale over to the side. So lifting up through the crown and then softening gently into this simple twist. So your left hand will be on your right leg if you're going the same direction as me. And your right hand will be behind. And then lengthening through the crown and then exhale back to center. Lovely. Lift in, lift up. And exhale over to the other side. So if it's the same as me, it'll be right hand on left thigh. And the left hand will be behind. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, gently softening into the twist. Taking a breath in, and then bringing yourself back to center. Lovely. That's fantastic, great. Okay, so let's release the blanket or block, whatever you've got, if you've got one, and then bring your hands behind, knees are up. And rock from side to side. That's great. Wonderful. Then bring yourself back up and we'll find Baddha Konasana, or this is the diamond version. So it's where you have your your heels further away from your hips. So lifting up, lengthening, and then exhale, gently softening into this forward fold. On every inhale, there's a gentle lengthening through the crown of the head. And every exhale, there's softening. Any yawns are good. You can nice and relaxed in this gentle yoga practice. The lower back will be releasing and opening with this forward fold. Even if you're up here, there's still a releasing. Your hips stretching and opening up. Wonderful posture for that. And then exhale, bring yourself up, lovely. Closing the knees, and then moving over onto all fours so that your hands are below your shoulders and your knees are below your hips. And feeling the energy move from the base of your spine right through your lumbar, thoracic, out through your cervical spine, which is your neck. And then here the energy is coming to the crown of the head. And you can feel with every breath is moving from the base to the crown and back again. And relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And start just by gently moving the pelvis. So you're just undulating the pelvis. Exhale, lifting up pelvic floor and tummy. Inhale, releasing back. Wonderful. Just tucking in the tailbone as you exhale. Inhale, a little bit into upward cat, kind of the hips of upward cat. We'll actually move into a flowing cat. So we're going to be circling the body round. So moving into upward cat on the inhale, and then exhale, down and flowing round into downward cat, but it's like you're flowing back, almost back into child. Lovely. That's great. Exhale. You're doing big circles with the whole of the body. Wonderful. Keeping your breath guiding your movement. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, scooping up tummy, pelvic floor. And then bring yourself down and back to neutral spine and tabletop. Wonderful. Bring a bit of strengthening in here. So lifting up pelvic floor and abdominal muscles. We're going to do alternate arm and leg lifts. Just do 2 on either side. So exhale up the right arm and the left leg, tucking in tummy nice and strong, and Mula Bandha, pelvic floor. Looking down at the mat. A couple of breaths here. And on the next exhale, release down, and the other side. Breath in and exhale up. Lovely, exhale down. Perfect. One more on either side. Nice and strong. Remember your belly is keeping you stable here. Stabilizing the core. And exhale down. The other side. And exhale down. Perfect. That's lovely. Okay. So moving back into child. Resting here for a moment. And then we'll start to move hands over to the left, stretching out the right side of your body. And bring your hands back to center. And then over to the right, stretching out the left side of your body. And back to center. Perfect. That's great. So let's gently bring ourselves into prone, which is where you're on the front of your body. And then you've got your hands by your shoulders and your elbows in at your sides. That's great. And then exhale. And on the inhale, bring yourself up into a low cobra. And then exhale down. Take a full breath cycle. And then exhale up and see if you want to go up to a higher cobra. It might be you don't. Let's take a full breath cycle up here, either in low or up here in higher cobra. Breath in and exhale down. Fantastic. That's great. Inhale and then turn the toes around. Tuck in the tummy, come onto your knees, and exhale back into half downward dog, stretching out your upper back, encouraging your chest back towards your knees, but keeping your neck nice and loose, making room, lifting up into an acute dog, stretching the legs up on tiptoes, and then exhale down into the full expression of downward facing dog. Fantastic. You can walk out the heels, so you're taking the dog for a walk, and then start to move the feet or walk the feet towards your hands, one at a time, very slowly until you're at the front of the mat and hanging here with your feet hip width apart. The outside edges are in line with the mat. You can lift up your toes. And exhale the toes down, nice and wide. And we'll start to stack one vertebrae at a time on top of each other, top of the other, and we'll just bring ourselves up very slowly, lifting from the arches of the feet. Very gently, very slowly, and coming all the way up to standing. And just resting here for a moment in mountain with your shoulders relaxed, tailbone slightly tucked, brow relaxed and soft jaw, lips gently touching. Softening in the back of the neck. And bringing the hands to the heart for a moment. And then you can stay at the front of your mat, if that's right for you. Otherwise, come to the middle of the mat like I am, whichever's best for watching. And we'll just bring our arms up so that they're parallel with our shoulders, and stretch them up in an extended mountain. And breathe in to the side body, lifting up. You'll feel the lifting through your body with your arms above the head, and so you're in alignment, so you're not swaying the back like this, or bringing the hips forward, opposite to what I do, and then have your arms up like this, nice and straight, lovely. And then let's bring the left arm forward and the right arm back. So we're windmilling the arms around, but we're going the opposite direction. To each other. So really gently move the arms, guided with the breath. Wonderful. And then above the head again, and the other way. So the right is going forward and the left is going back. This is a bit of brain gym, isn't it? So just try not to think too much about it. If you do get stuck, you can always start again. Wonderful. Okay, and then bringing the arms above the head again, and then gently down by your side. Fantastic. And widening the legs a little bit, so a bit more than shoulder width probably, bend the knees. We're just going to have a little bit swinging and twisting. Nice loose arms now, side to side. It's great. Bobbing the knees if you feel like you need to relax them so that there's no straining on the knees. And then start to release the movement, so reducing it down. So you're just only moving the arms a little bit. That's lovely. And back to center. Perfect. Good. Okay, so we're going to come into a vrikshasana, the tree pose. So you can either be down here with your hip open. Oh, sorry, I'm losing my balance. So planting your left leg. So the right leg is down here, or coming up onto your calf, or up above the knee. And that could be right in at your groin, or just above the knee. So see wherever it is you want to go. Okay, so let's just start with planting the left leg and then lifting up the right leg and having a moment of balancing here. Wonderful. And exhale down, and then find your place, any of those 3 or 4 places. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to bring mine quite high up because it feels quite comfortable for me to do that today. It's different every day. So bring your hands in at the heart. Find a drishti, so your eye gaze is nice and strong drishti. Then bring the arms up above the head, tucking in your tummy, nice strong pelvic floor. Deep breaths, perfect. And then bringing the hands above the head, down through the centers to the heart. And then releasing down. Lovely. That's a little bit wobbly. Wonderful. Okay, so planting the right foot, and then you're coming wherever is comfortable for you. But we're going to start by lifting up the left leg, planting the right, lift up the left leg. Just be here in this balance for a moment, lifting up pelvic floor and abdominal muscles. Wonderful. And then find your place. Might be further down here. Bring the hands to the heart. And then up into Prana Mudra above the head. Nice and strong. Roots down into the earth. And then our tree pose. We've got branches going to the sky. Find your drishti eye gaze. So I need to find a stronger one because I'm wobbling. So just be careful. Really soften your shoulders and your face muscles. And then bring the hands overhead, down through the centres, to the heart. Opening up the arms and then release down. Perfect. Oh. It's finding your drishti that's really important. Because I was talking, I wasn't focusing on my drishti enough, so that's when I wobbled. Okay, so coming into goddess pose, coming into the squat, tucking in your tummy, nice and strong, lifting up your mula bandha, your pelvic floor, keeping all nice and contained down here, and bringing open your arms up in chin mudra, that's your thumb and your forefinger together. Deep breaths, and lifting up one heel at a time. Wonderful. Lovely and strong. Perfect. Then landing your feet, placing your hands here, and start to move down into the squat, malasana squat. So bring the hands to the heart. It might be that you need blocks underneath your heels. And your upper arms are probably inside your knees, but it's okay if they need to be on the outside. Wonderful. Okay. And bring yourself down to seated. That's great. And we'll gently make our way down onto our backs. So finding a comfortable way of coming down. And then drawing the knees into the chest. And having a little rock from side to side. And placing the feet down. And we'll exhale the hips up. And inhale the hips down. A bit like we're doing in cat, where we're just really gently undulating the pelvis. And you could put a block or a soft ball in between your knees if you need to. And start to bring yourself up into bridge pose. So nice and strong, lifting up your hips here. Inhale and then exhale down. Breath in, exhale up. Right up into bridge. Inhale and exhale down. Lovely. Perfect. Exhaling up. Inhale when you're at the top, and then exhale down. Nice flowing bridge. Now we'll just do one time where we hold it and clasp our hands underneath if that's comfortable. So inhale, exhale, bring yourself up, and then come up onto your shoulders, clasp underneath, and hold this bridge pose. Wonderful. And release the hands, take a breath in, and exhale back onto the mat. Lovely. Knees in at the chest. Rock from side to side. Plant the feet down. Bring the arms out so that they're shoulder width, or they're parallel with your shoulders. And then bring them down about 1 inch, so there's a little bit of room. Lift up the hips and over to the side. So a couple of inches over to the right. And lift up the knees and roll them over to the left. And you can place your left hand on the outside of your right knee and look out over the right arm. Rest here in the twist. Nice, slow, deep breaths. So really relax your breath now. Keeping the breath lovely and steady. Inhale and then exhale, bringing your legs back up. Bring the hips back to center and then lift them up and over to the left. Draw in your knees to your chest and then over to the right, placing your right hand on the outside of your knee, your left knee, and look out over your left arm. Relax here. Deep, relaxed breaths. Lovely. Good. So nice to rest here. Remember that this is the time for you to just begin to relax. And then exhale, bring your knees back up, bring your hips back to center, and draw the legs in for a little rock around, side to side. Place the feet down, and we come briefly into leg cradle, which is a reclined pigeon. So you can relax, but it's like pigeon. So you're bringing your right ankle over left thigh, bring the hands in between this hand, the right hand is going in between, and draw in the legs towards you. If you need a blanket under your head, if you need a strap, use that. Resting here, that's nice. Lovely, good. Take a breath in and then exhale down. Release. And then the other side. So the left ankle over the right thigh, left arm in between, and then clasping the hands together. Inhale away and then exhale, bringing the legs in towards you. Remembering your breath is keeping this posture flowing, keeps it alive. Wonderful. Start to really rest, really relax, and then release down. And start to move down into Shavasana. So you can either keep your knees up or put a bolster or blankets or something underneath your knees, or you can come down into the full expression of Shavasana. Now you might wish to put a blanket on and rest here, or eye mask, anything like that. A pillow. And feel yourself completely held and supported here, resting your body. resting here on the mat. Your whole body is relaxed, right from your head down to your toes. It's complete relaxation. Gentle, soft, full relaxation. Feeling yourself heavy. You can imagine your heaviest thing you could ever be. And how well held you are. Feeling yourself resting here on the mat, completely held and supported. Your whole body is relaxed. Your whole body is given this chance to rest completely. The full, deep relaxation right from your head down to the soles of your feet, right from the heart to the palms of your hands. And the top of your body, front of your body is relaxed, resting on the back of your body and feeling yourself completely cocooned, supported, held. And your whole body is relaxed. Now this is your time to carry on resting, if that's what you'd like to do. It would be lovely to have a bit longer here on the mat. But if you'd like to, you can follow me by taking some movements of your hands and your feet. And then bringing the knees up into the chest, having a little rock around. Then stretching out, having a full body stretch from the toes to the fingers and over onto your side. And when you're ready in your own time, bring yourself up. If you're not still resting, and taking a moment here with your eyes closed and seated. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhale, soften. Take a couple more deep breaths. And then we'll complete together with our hands at the heart in Namaste. We'll finish with 3 Om vibrations and Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Breathing in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing your hands up above the head in Prana Mudra, nice and wide, taking 3 deep life-affirming breaths here. And then the hands together in Namaste, down through the centers at the crown, third eye, the throat, and the heart. Namaste. And thank you for joining me. So lovely to have you here for this practice. And if you enjoy my channel, please subscribe down below somewhere. And yeah, love to hear comments on this video and if you like this video and all the rest of it.
Radiance and
Yeah,
pure
we'll see you again soon.
consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss. Remove the veil so I can see. Illuminate my heart, awaken